Hey there, G5 here with an intro snap map creation within the new Doom game. I use a tiny map layout for my shooting gallery, and as you can see here from the blueprint, there's a single player spawn in the middle of the map and one demon instance on the right loaded with the map. Let's go in for a closer look. I don't know why it does this, but sometimes when going into object mode, it will face my camera behind the player spawn. Really weird, but it hasn't done this when actually playing the game. Right here to the left, I added a heads-up display message that appears to the player for 4 seconds after spawn. The message is actually a line in the Disney film Wreck-It Ralph, and you'll see that soon. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of logic going on just at the start. I placed a player spawn in the center of the room in between the yellow box. This was so I could attempt to make the entrance look more like a pyrotech approach. In the immediate front of the current non-playable character Doom guy, you will see 12 flame jet hazards added. Of course, the RGB values adjusted accordingly for the different vibrant colors. If we go a little farther, you will notice a pressure pad is constructed. This actually kills my fireworks loop and turns off the hazards. Right outside the door, you will see my small explosion hazards, set up to act as fireworks are going off. Like the flame jet, the RGB values have also been modified. Right past the hazards, you will see a world comment I created. Again, a quote from Wreck-It Ralph. And if we take a right over here around the corner, you will notice my fireworks loop. It consists of multiple large explosion hazards, on damage, if else, and enables the other smaller explosions. I was unable to get another loop to actually work for my hazards. I did try a count loop, which was the first time I actually generated an error in SnapMap. As soon as I tried to run it, it gave me the error, spit me right back out. I tried repeater signals, this didn't work either. It either would send a signal and only work once and stop, or it wouldn't send it at all, even though it was linked to send it. I am up for ideas, just post in the comments if you have any other simple loops that may work for these hazards to continue to go off. Alright, so now let's actually look at the main portion of this little game of the shooting gallery. From here, you will notice I did take a little time adding in a few little details from debris, tools, food, and drinks. And here you will also see I placed only 3 weapons, a pressure pad, and only 1 ammo object. I will first explain the weapons. They are all set to, once the user interacts with them, by picking them up, this will drop the ammo. I then set the ammo object to, on picked up, to respawn itself. I was unable to find a modifier to just enable unlimited ammunition. If there is a toggle, again, please let me know in the comments because I was unable to find it, and this was the only loop method I was able to create to simulate having unlimited ammunition for a shooting gallery. Now to the gallery setup. I have 2 loops currently. One is my test count loop for the possessed engineer. Place down the possessed engineer, and I have it set to on kill, set count, set max count to 1, reset false, starting value 0. On count reached, spawn encounter, which is then aimed at a single demon encounter, which I had also changed to being a possessed engineer, so it appears that he's being respawned over and over and over and over again. So far, this seems to be the fastest loop for spawning this enemy. You will notice I have more single demon encounters added. These, however, are activated from the pressure pad. Each instance of the single demon spawn is named respectfully after my baby mama. Now, I have begun to notice that running these 2 loops causes issues. One, either my count loop will stop, which will stop spawning the possessed engineer, or the pressure spawns will stop. Also note that not all of the demon spawns get activated all when hitting the pressure pad, even though it is set to spawn all encounters linked. Has anyone else had this issue, or know a fix for it? I would like to know why it does this, and please don't say something if you don't know. And yes, I have had people in forums say it's because it's too much on the console. Well, SnapMap has a neat little feature added to show you how much memory you are using currently, and everything is set to a limit for a reason. And if you're trying to tell me that 6% of the in-game memory is causing these errors, then SnapMap should not have been released or added to the console versions of the game. But this can't be right, as that the PC versions are also seeing a similar issue. I may create just one more of the count loops for enemy spawns and get rid of the pressure pad altogether. Maybe set up a few triggers that start the spawn followed by the counter. Alright, and now that you have seen my little tricks for the infinite ammo and the infinite respawns, let's go ahead and see it in action. What I call 8 to 5, since it looks like it was once an office area. Alright, and now we get to see it live in action. Here you'll see my fire and fireworks. You'll see how they all go off. And as I approach the actual pressure pad, it all stops. You'll see my in-world comment. I'll come over here and I'm just going to test the count loop just to show you the difference. As you can see, he's not having any problem whatsoever respawning. That's just one little guy. Pick up the chain gun. Stand on the pad. Now you'll notice that they are spawning. But watch, you'll start noticing that things won't spawn, such as the engineer. Notice that now how on the left he's not spawning. This is just one of those issues I was talking about. Looks like he's going to start spawning. Now let me guess, I'm going to have to back off the pressure pad before any of the others start to spawn. Yep, starting to look that way. Alright. And there you have it. This is my little shooting gallery. There's currently no way for me to actually finish the game. There's no objective set. I'm not sure if I want to make this sport-based or just make another portal behind me that just makes me win, just to end the game. Now, I would like to see your ideas, your maps. So if you have any uploaded, go ahead and send me a link. I'll check them out. If you have any good tutorials on spawning or creating these maps more in depth than what I've already seen. Most of what I've seen in the past few days are all basic stuff and really doesn't help me with what I want. Go ahead and link them. Link anything to the Doom Snapmap. More help, the better, right? Have a good one.
Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known.